ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. A press conference held today to introduce the two teams that will go head-to-head in the Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl, December 21st at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Our Amajal Knowles was there.
The Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl is just around the corner, and the game's organizers and representatives for the respective teams doing their part to build the hype for this year's edition of the College Football Bowl game. For the athletic director of the Florida International Panthers, Pete Garcia, he's hoping the hundreds of Bahamian FIU alumni come out to support the team during the big game.
We're very excited to be here. This is a game for us that we feel we're right at home. We have a relationship with the Bahamian government that's been in place for years. We've worked on this week. We've had several meetings to continue to strengthen and make those partnerships even better. Our president obviously will be here, and he will be doing the same thing. We feel that the Bahamas is our front porch to FIU.
For Mike O'Brien, the AD for the Toledo Rockets out of the Mid-American Conference, he says his team has been waiting on this opportunity for a long time.
Charles, I was glad to hear you say that the Bahamians that come and support the bowl, in which we hope there are many, cheer for both teams, because we're not quite as close as FIU. It's about 30 degrees and gray in Toledo, and so our fans are really excited about being here. This is the bowl our team wanted to come to. I was fortunate enough to be in the team room the other day when Coach Candle made the announcement, and needless to say, they're really excited. Again, as others have indicated, they may never have the opportunity to be back here, and so I really appreciate Makers Wanted, the Atlantis, obviously. Want to congratulate Florida International Coach Davis and my longtime friend Pete Garcia for being here as well.
Now for the head men for both teams, FIU coach Butch Davis, who has a resume that can compete with any in the football world, previously coaching the Miami Hurricanes and being the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. He says his players are equally excited.
When we announced to our players that we were going to get a chance to come to the Bahamas Bowl, they were absolutely ecstatic. I mean, the room erupted. Everybody was clapping and cheering Bahamas and looking forward to it. And I think, you know, the hospitality at the Atlantis, and there's a lot of things that really make this a great bowl trip for our players. Kids are from South Florida. We actually have some players on our team that have Bahamian relatives and families that still live in the Bahamas. There's a lot of FIU students on campus that come from the Bahamas. So this is a perfect fit for us, and we're very excited about it.
For Toledo head coach Jason Candle, who boasts an impressive resume prior to his stop in Toledo as well, previously coaching on the staff of D2 Power Mount Union, which has won 13 championships in the last 25 years. He says for his current team, many of them would have never had this opportunity otherwise, and for that, they are grateful.
We're super excited about it. I think, you know, as I mentioned up there, you know, we're certainly thankful and grateful for the opportunity. You know, Makers Wanted, you know, the city of Elk Grove Village, ESPN, all the title sponsors were putting on a great opportunity for us, and you know, who wouldn't want to come to the Bahamas? I mean, that's a tremendous opportunity that, you know, for our guys, not too many of them have that opportunity, and I think one thing you can see is that you see opportunity provided through sport, and I think that's one message I think is really cool, that we get to come down here and show the youth of the islands that opportunity, not only just to participate in sport, but the educational opportunities that provides as well for them. You know, and how cool to do it in a great climate and play the game we love to play.
The 5th annual bowl game is set to take place on December 21st at 12:30 p.m. at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Amajal Knowles.
From one sports tourism initiative to another, 2 rounds completed the Hero World Challenge taking place at the Albany Golf Course. There's still a tie atop the leaderboard, but round 1 co-leaders Patrick Reed and Patrick Cantley have fallen off the pace. Swede Henrik Stenson and Spaniard John Ram now share the lead at 10 under par. Stenson shot 6 under in round 2, while Ram was 9 under. Cantley is a shot back along with fellow American Dustin Johnson. Reed had a terrible round of 5 over, now sits in a tie, 4-way tie that is, for 14th at 2 under with Bubba Watson, Hideki Matsuyama, and tournament host Tiger Woods. Live coverage will continue tomorrow and Sunday on the Golf Channel and NBC. The Bahamas Handball Federation looking to make a name for itself. First Vice President Lawrence Hepburn has been to several international meetings, and he says the 242 has received a lot of support through initiatives which will help the country grow through the sport rapidly.
the invitation of other countries to assist us with coaching courses and allow our athletes themselves to come into their countries and be developed in the sport of handball. And so those things, along with the newly developed North American Team Handball Federation, that will assist us more quickly in getting more equipment and other resources for the development of sport. It's an exciting sport, and I hope that very soon we'll be able to get some of it aired into the Bahamian public so they can see it's not the handball where you knock the ball against the wall. Many folks think it's that kind of handball. No, it's team handball. Very big in Europe, a very ancient sport, but very, very popular in Europe. And the United States is involved now. They have formed their U.S. Handball Federation.
Olympic Committee, Wellington Miller is the president of the Bahamas Handball Federation, and believe it or not, this federation has been around for the past 5 years.
Bahamas Handball Federation was formed back in 2013 in a meeting that was held in Mexico when the international president was down there looking to expand handball throughout the Caribbean and the Americas. So now we have handball here along with many other sports, and this handball will we want to give young Bahamian opportunity to participate in other sports, and particularly in handball while it's growing throughout the Caribbean. This is a new sport within the Americas. You know, you have some university in the Americas and some in Canada who's give scholarships. So we see it as a way where young Bahamian, both male and female, can now get a free education through sports again. We have held several coaches course here in handball before. In 2014, we had a gentleman came down from Croatia who taught us the skills in beach handball. But we hoping to have the beach handball and the indoor handball in order to get it going and make an impact on the Bahamian society.
The New Providence Women's Basketball Association tipping off its 2018-2019 season last night. Up first, the Young Foxes Angels gave the Connectors a push, hanging in there for a while, but they eventually went down 67-59. Connectors assistant coach Garth Monker spoke about what he saw in his team's season opening win.
I think that we had a good victory, but there's much room for improvement. There's much room for the program moving forward, but I think that the girls, as the season go on, they'll get better every game, and by playoff time, we should be ready to go exactly where we need to go.
As for last night's feature game, a good start for the three-time defending champs Bees Trucking. They scored an easy 83-33 win over the rebuilding Cheetahs.
My girls are a little more seasoned in them, and we just wanted to play and move the ball and work on chemistry.
Overall, did you like what you saw from your team despite what they were playing against?
Well, actually, I was rather surprised. We were actually running the floor kind of fast, and you know, at least I have a good bench, so I just have to get the chemistry together, get the rotation done, and then when I meet the real good teams, then I'll really know where I'm at in the season.
The BAISS private school basketball season underway. In junior boys action yesterday, the Temple Christian Suns defending their home turf, winning 22-16 over the Bahamas Academy Stars. Sanchez Lewis led the Suns with 7 points. Temple Christian now 1-1 on the season. For BA, that was their season opener. The best of the best regatta schedule for next week when the Montague foreshore will come alive. Class B will have over 30 sloops, and that's where a lot of the talking will be. The Long Island boys getting their sloops trim and ready. Susan Chase, one of the boats that will be here. Top skipper Stephen Knowles will be sailing in all 3 classes, but welcomes the competition in Class B the most.
Sonia, Buzzy, who's always competitive, and then you have Jeff Gale and Lonesome Dove out of Abaco and the Tarian. Also, that's the main competitors there in the B class. And you also have your Diva, Barbarian, Store, Plumbing, Cobra, Ants Nest, etc., etc. There's probably a few more that might sail. That's going to be a very competitive race. In years past, the B class has been a really, for the past 5 years or so, a 3-boat race. I think the Dove, the Sonia, and the Chase has basically won every regatta from about 2012, 2013. Maybe one or two boats slipped in there. You know, I talk in Georgetown and Long Island. You got to regard us that only a few boats go to.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.